Hello guys, what is going on today? Today we're working on a 96 Honda Accord. The struts have went bad on it, and so it's like leaning on wrong on one side, so one side's higher than the other. So I took struts out of another car, and I'm gonna put them in my car here. So I got some of the stuff torn apart already. I just want to show you kind of how this works, so that way if you want to do struts on your own Honda Accord and not have to take it to a mechanic, this is how you do it, and be a lot cheaper, but gotta have some elbow grease, muscle, especially if they're on there. And if they're still the factory shocks, it's going to be tough. So here we go. So first things first here, I took the back seat out already. You have the armrest right here that go on the side. There's a bolt down here that bolts into this piece right here, so you have to kind of push the seat forward in the corner to get the bolt out. It's a 10 millimeter. Once you get the bolt out on both sides, the armrest or the shoulder rest slides up. You can slide that up. There's nothing up top holding it in, and you can pop them right out. All right, once you get them off, in order to get the back seat out, see these right here? There's two bolts right here, one on each side. So you take these two bolts out and the two on the other side out. And in order to get the back seat off, there's a lock right here. That lock right there, you can usually, if you have a key to fit the keyhole right here, you can unlock that and then the seat will go forward. If not, there's a handle inside the trunk that you can mash, that you can pull to release the seat, and the seat will go forward. You have this right here. The back seat, it's got the gray stuff like this right here on it. There's a thing right here. You just have to take and pop it out. It pops out, then you can take the complete back seat out. I'll show you right here. That's the parts. We'll get to the metal plate here in a minute. But that's the back seat right here. And then here's the thing right here. That hole right there, there's a sleeve that goes down in, and the thing goes over the top. Comes out real nice and easy. And the next thing I got for you right here is there's a metal plate. There's a metal plate. Here, I'll show you here. Let me show you. It's a metal plate that goes kind of like this right here. It goes like that right there. You have two bolts at the top, 1, 2, and you have 5 at the bottom, 4 or 5 at the bottom. Take that off, plate comes off. And then there's a plastic piece that goes over the top of that metal piece. It's a plastic fitting that fits in the hole that holds the plastic piece to the metal piece. You can just usually pop that right out. Flathead screwdriver or something to get it. Because what I did was I kind of pulled it out a little bit and I was turning it as I was putting pressure on it. So it made it a little easier to pop out. But get all that off, then you're good. And once you get the back seat, everything out, everything off, there's your strut, top of your struts right there. Let's see, there's 2 bolts to hold this in on the top, both sides. And there's my strut right there. It's worn out, it's original. It's never been taken off the car since '96. But if you look down here, I don't know if you can even see it here. There's a bolt right here. You take that bottom bolt off. It's I believe it is a, let's see here, 17. I believe it's a 17 millimeter. And if you've never been taken off the car, I was able to pull mine loose. Like, you can also have a air tool, or I have an impact, DeWalt impact I use to take them off, break them loose. But initially, probably you might have to break them loose by hand, and then you can take that bolt out, take your two top bolts off, and usually everything just falls right out. So I wish I could videotape it while I'm doing it, but you kind of get the idea, I'm sure. So let me finish taking this strut out and we'll go from there. So yeah, I got it all back together here. You have to take this off, because once you pull the strut out, it's easier to put it back in if you take this off. And you have to take the brake caliper off because the brake line gets in the way. But basically that's all there is to it. And just in case if you don't know how to do it, that's how you do it. It's pretty simple. And then put the seat back, basically just the way you found it. So I gotta finish up putting stuff up here, and we're all ready to roll. All right, guys, we got it all back together. Everything's back together. And if your spring in your trunk ever breaks, you have to take everything out of the back. The seats, the back, mainly the back is the seat. All that stuff in the back, your brake light, everything. It's held in by rivets. Or not rivets, but plastic push pins. You just have to take and push them up. But the hardest bolt is the one that's down in here. That's the hardest bolt to get. Everything else is easy. Yeah, you can see it sits up quite a ways further than it used to, and now it's all good. So I'll show you my bad ones over here. They were the ones that came off of it. Yeah, they're long past due, I believe. Yep. But got some new ones on it, so it should be good for a while. And this video is on a 96 Honda Accord. It's fairly simple to work on, not that hard at all. But if you like this video, remember to like, subscribe, give me that thumbs up. Until next time, guys, God bless.